Hey my darlings, welcome back. So I just recently made it back from my weekend at Generation Beauty in Los Angeles for January the 29th through the 31st. I ended up having a really good time. There were a lot of highs, a lot of lows. So I decided to make a super short video going through everything that is Generation Beauty. I haven't had a lot of reviews on my channel, but that will change this year. Starting off, I have been to beauty events before, but this is my very first VIP invite. And what that means with Generation Beauty is that my ticket was covered for Generation Beauty for all the events, including the VIP cocktail mixer type event that was happening the night before Generation Beauty started. Overall, I ended up having a really good time meeting people that have been in my life like for years, like starting off with Michelle Phan, which that was amazing. I got to snap a quick picture with her before she got to go up on stage, as well as Charmaine Dulac, Belinda Celine, Makeup by A. Marie, Spanky Valentine, names are starting to leave me, also Jack, and ladies that I formed friendship with so that we actually got to meet up for the first time, like Letitia Laura. I'm going to make sure to put everybody's channel along with this. Sweet Painted Lady, Rose Gold Beauty, that's Fernanda. Sweet Painted Lady, her name is Amber. Paula Jaleesa, and I'm forgetting so many people. And it was amazing, like even with like seeing Crispy Jaleesa Moses, Michelle Phan, all the people there. It wasn't like a fangirl moment where you lose your mind. It was more like, I know her. Like, it was a really cool thing to see them face to face. Starting off with Friday's cocktail VIP mixer. There was a Periscope the night before. I had one question during that Periscope. Do we need to arrive early to the event? The response that we received back from Corey over at Ipsy was, no, you most definitely do not need to arrive early. I had planned on arriving super early. He said, no, this is a VIP mixer. You guys are all equals. This isn't anything like a meet and greet where it's like a race against the clock or anything. Whatever time you get there is awesome. We have enough swag bags to go along. And I went to the event with Fernanda, that's Rose Gold Beauty X, as well as Amber, and that Sweet Painted Lady here on YouTube. We made it to Ipsy Studios after we parked and walked. We made it about 7:30. When we got up to the studios, there was a line that wrapped around the building as well as went to the back. And as we got closer, there were waiters coming out with canapes and hors d'oeuvres and little dessert churros and things. So it was a good time. We were starting to get more excited, and we started hearing a few people say, there's no swag bags. The swag bag for the VIP mixer, that's what everybody talks about. That's the one that weighs like 13 to 15 pounds. That's not the reason why I came, but it's a big old cherry on top. Kind of were trying to pay attention and find out what was happening, and they said, yeah, there's no swag bags. That was only for the people who came early. They've been saying it all day that swag bags are first come, first serve. That was my first time hearing swag bags were first come, first serve. But I just kept going like, okay, this night is just getting started. Surely they'll do something else. It'll be fine. It's great. We're almost walking in. When we went in, everything looked pretty. There were pink lights everywhere. They had like the really pretty Ipsy sign and flowers. Like, the space is big, but the amount of people that were there definitely dwarfed the space. But they had the back door open, thankfully, which led out to like white overhang tents as well as like more open area towards the parking lot. Because I got to meet Belinda Celine out there as well as Makeup by A. Marie. And Fernanda actually got to meet Desi, which was really cool. I got to meet up with Paula and Letitia for a little bit before they had to head home. And that was about it. People just were like clicked up and sitting down, and that was it. The next morning, I could not sleep past 6:30. So when I had got up, did my makeup, and got ready to go to breakfast with my husband. While we were walking in downtown Los Angeles, there was a ton of people that I saw. When I got to LA Live, the line wrapped around the building and it went through a parking garage and up some stairs and then to the roof where Generation Beauty is held. So waited in line about 2 hours. They opened the doors at just a little bit after 11, and it looked exactly like you would imagine Generation Beauty looks. Like, it was booths and makeup as far as the eye can see. They had the main stage. They had just a ton of stuff, which was great. The first place I went to was Ofra, followed by Smashbox. I wasn't really interested in stopping at the hair care booths just for the fact that the type of hair I have, most of the products are not catered towards my hair. And so yeah, I was going towards places that with products I could actually use. Everything was going good. The lines were long, but that's to be expected. Some lines weren't actually that bad. A lot of the brands had brought along their PR reps or brought social media managers, so it was really cool, like connecting with them and exchanging cards. Like that's something that usually doesn't happen at all, especially with a channel my size. After that, lunchtime came around and we went to outside where they had a lot of food trucks waiting, and that was a great touch because instead of being locked into a certain type of food that you have to eat, you have your choice between a ton of really good options. So after lunch, we came back in and the vibe had definitely changed a lot. Tempers were a little bit shorter and attitudes were a little bit different, especially people who were monitoring the lines. I wasn't really concerned about it. I try to make the best out of every situation that happens. And I was able to FaceTime with one of my friends. She lives in Spain. She's never able to come to any beauty events, but I was able to FaceTime with her and bring her around with me. So that was really cool. And after that, I went to meet back up with Fernanda and Amber. It just ended up, everything was just going bad really, really fast. Brands started running out of product and it was just kind of like, okay, cool, no problem, people will come back tomorrow, but it was still cool to talk to like the brand reps and see everybody. I wasn't going to be coming back on Sunday because due to my flight leaving, so I kind of hesitated and I was like, well, I didn't get to go to Too Faced, the line looks kind of short, let's just go ahead and make one last stop at Too Faced and just see how it goes from there. We got waved in to go and they were showing lip products. So I got showed which lady to go to, and they were supposed to like do a demonstration on our hand of their melted chocolate. It's like a long wear lipstick. It doesn't really dry to a matte finish, but it's like a glossy matte. Anyway, we were supposed to go for a demonstration. At the end, you turn in your coupon and they give you a free one. So I went up to her and I said, hey, I came to exchange my my coupon for to see one of the lipsticks and to figure out which one I want. And she said, okay, well, you do that over there. You take them, your coupon over there. And she said it real ugly. And I came to see what lipsticks there were. And she said, okay, they're right here. Okay, so I just stopped talking to her and I started focusing on the lady who was actually wanting to be there and demonstrating the colors and showing what the benefits of the products were. I didn't ask anything out of the way. So I just kind of left her alone and figured out which one I wanted. And it was after that, the lady was super helpful. I ended up getting chocolate cherries, which is gorgeous. And we headed out and it could not have happened soon enough. Like it was one thing after another happening like left and right with not the people that were in line. They were really nice and patient. Whenever they would get tired in line, they would just sit and scoop. And that was no problems at all. It was people who were working the booths and people who didn't want to be there, I guess volunteers. So that was definitely a lot. They were nice enough to give the creators the swag bags for Saturday and Sunday. And they took our names down for everybody who did not get a swag bag on Friday. Overall, I had an amazing time. I loved meeting up with my Insta fam and YouTube fam. I love seeing Michelle Fawn. It was awesome actually getting to have a chance to talk with PR reps and being able to put a face to the person who will be trying out their products and recommending them to their subscribers if they like them. It was great to be able to meet girls that I've watched for years. I love Los Angeles. I love that they did it this time of the year around between January and February where it's warm but not too warm and it's cool but not too cold. Overall, I had a wonderful time. I hated that I didn't enjoy everything at Generation Beauty and that I end up having to leave so I could enjoy the city before I left, but overall I'm so grateful for the experience and it was definitely an awesome trip. Not perfect, but awesome. The bad things that happen aren't bad enough that I would say I would never go back again. And lastly, I would definitely recommend to everybody, if Generation Beauty is something that you want to go to, definitely go to it. So many people around, there's bound to be a miscommunication here and there, but just be wise in everything. Take yourself seriously and be open to meeting new friends. Don't stay clicked up. Pack your sunscreen and you'll be good to go. But that is all. I hope that you all are having a great start to your week and I'll be seeing you soon in one of my next videos. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.